change, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. I told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, boys are back in town. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she'd got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't want to know, forget her. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to EagleVision Football, the kickoff to the 2026 season. We are live from Philip D. Weaver Stadium, Centennial Bank Field. You can see the ninth grade team scrimmaging out there as we are getting ready for our benefit game against the Heber Springs Panthers. We are a new crew, new-ish crew. We've got some veterans and a mix of new folks. I'm Chad Hearn. I'm going to be joined by Drake Cawthon. Weston, if you would throw up that graphic, let's meet the EagleVision crew for your 2026 football season. Drake Cawthon, former Vilonia Eagle, going to join us on color. Drake, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we got to get him some mic. We'll get that worked out. And joining us on the camera, Ben Duff is back behind the lens, and on the computer production crew, he's in number 2. If we could get him up and going. Everything works until we go live, right? All right, let's keep sure that's in good. All right, we'll work on it. And then from the sidelines, we've got Harlow Lovell and Caden McClung joining us. Harlow, an 11th grade Eagle. Caden is on the 8th grade football team joining us. Guys, how hot is it down on the sideline?
Panthers retain possession. Bring up third down.
All right, say that again, Caden, this time really energetically.
It is like if you brought the Sahara Desert all the way onto our field and then made us play a game on it. It's just so hot out here.
All right, well, you guys are troopers. Harlow, welcome to EagleVision on the sideline.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right, we're going to throw it to, we've got an interview with Coach Russell while we work through some of these technical difficulties. This is how it works on the scrimmage game. We'll get all the everything ironed out here and ready for a game in a couple weeks at Nettleton when we kick off officially the 2026 season. And we'll show warm up here. We're going to transition to varsity very soon, and Weston is going to roll that interview with Coach Russell, talking about the new team, the new coaches, and everything that's exciting about our new season.
Yeah, we hired Coach Brazier as a DC. We actually tried to hire Coach Brazier last year as a position coach when Ashcraft was here. just a good communicator, and to me, that's a big part of coaching. You got to be able. It doesn't matter what you know if you can't relay the message to kids. He's a really good communicator. Coach Robertson came from Bald Knob. He was a head coach there, brings a ton of experience. To me, when the idea to call him and try to get him to come over, it was he's the type of coach that kids are going to love. He's a high-energy guy, which is something that we had to improve on. It's hard to be that guy. You kind of either got it or you don't. Yeah. Felt like he had that. And then Coach Gaines, I coached him when he was in high school. The relationship is kept up, and he's going to be really good for us. He's going to bring some stuff offensively that helps us. You know, like defensively, because Coach Ashcraft did the defense, a lot of it's terminology, whereas a coach you can look and go, okay, that's the same, but it's called different. But for a kid, that's a little bit harder. Yeah. So making some adjustments on figuring out new terminology and what we're going to do as the defensive progress has probably been a little slower because of that. You know, offensively, we're going to look different at times, but we would have looked different if Coach Ashcraft was still here. It's just when you coach high school football, you coach at what you got and do what gives them a chance to be successful. We'll probably be, but all the terminology stays the same. So the learning, there's not a learning curve on offense except for, you know, newer guys and newer positions. But defensively, it's just moving a little slower, and it's nobody's fault but the terminology, and you're almost having to start over. Well, right now, Cooper Hansen, if we had to play tomorrow, Cooper Hansen's our starting quarterback who, you know, he led the team in receptions last year as a sophomore. But the crazy thing is, I remember my first year here, and we had a Pee Wee football camp. And I remember seeing a kid throw, and I don't remember exactly what grade he was in, but I remember thinking, like, man, that kid, the ball looks good coming out of his hands. And he's a really good athlete, which can do a lot of the run game stuff that we were going to do anyways with if Colson would have stayed here. Right. But he's progressed. Coach Gaines has actually been good for him. Coach Gaines is probably a little more he's a little more patient than maybe I would be when I'm coaching quarterbacks, so I'm actually going to let him coach the quarterbacks. But the progression there has been good. We should be up front. We have a chance to be pretty good up front. And, you know, with a new quarterback, you need to be able to run the football to help him out. Drake's an awesome kid. And, you know, I want to call him little brother, but he's bigger.
He's a big kid.
But to me, it's awesome that Drake's coming back, because that's one thing that I was shocked. You don't see a lot of kids come back. Yeah. Whether it's to watch a game, and I get it. You know, they get out of high school and they have, but like I told you earlier, if I wrote some things down, you love to see players come back because you feel like you have an impact. So Drake coming and doing that, to me, it's awesome because, you know, I coach Drake. Drake and his family are good people.
Shoes, more. We carry a fantastic selection of top name brands, home decor, jewelry, custom gift baskets, and more. You'll find the perfect gifts for every occasion.
Come see us today at Linda Marie's.
Vilonia Family Pharmacy, located in the Eagle Country Shopping Center. The pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for over 11 years, serving Vilonia for all of its pharmaceutical needs. Vilonia Family Pharmacy offers hydro jugs, Topanga scents, and so much more. Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy. They have many different decor options as well as many different bag choices. Vilonia Family Pharmacy also offers all of your over-the-counter medication. Vilonia Family Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles.
All right, we are back here from Philip D. Weaver Stadium in the press box. It is a little warm up here, and we hope that you are nice and cool wherever you're joining us from here tonight as the Eagles will scrimmage against the Heber Springs Panthers. We still have the ninth grade going on right now, but Drake, Eagles coming in obviously a 0-0 against this Heber Springs team. EagleVision back for its 10th season covering the Vilonia Eagles football team way back to the OG Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Drake told All right, we're back. Audio box overheated. We got some ice on it, hoping to keep it in working shape. But Drake, we've got a lot of new players coming in. This is the first year under head coach Kyle Russell. You played for as offensive coordinator. Your thoughts on him coming into this new role? He's been coaching for 14 years. He talked about that in the interview. But he's got a lot of young guys, some that you know very well.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on Russell coming in this season?
Well, one thing I can say about Coach Russell is he's one of the most passionate coaches I ever played for sure. He'll push his players as far as they can go, and he sees the potential in everybody. And so, with a young team like this, I'm very, very confident that he will, find some guys in that sophomore class to really improve this team. And I really like Coach Russell in the head coaching role for sure.
Yeah, Drake, a record 63 Arkansas high schools have new head coaches for the 2026 season. So Vilonia not alone in that category, coming in tonight with a new head coach. He's been at Vilonia for 5 years, former OC, former head coach at Hector. Let's see, one of the coaches, let's see, where is he? Tanner Gaines. So the quarterback coach was the quarterback at Hector when Coach Russell was head coach at Hector. So they are very familiar with each other coming in here tonight. 3 new assistants we met, defensive coordinator Stephen Brazier, quarterback coach Tanner Gaines, and then assistant Lonnie Robertson coming in from Bald Knob. He talked about it in that interview. They're focusing on strength training and discipline. He talked a lot about the back, which isn't the sexiest thing to work out, but so critical, especially for these guys on the line. A lot of pressure on that back, trying to stay healthy.
Sure.
You would know all about that. How big is that for our guys up front?
Well, yeah, you got to stay stable. That's a huge part of playing O-line effectively, as well as any other position on the field. And keeping that back to where everything's aligned and stable and strong is definitely an important factor for playing well on the field.
All right, we moved our sideline crew, Harlow and Caden, into the shade, trying to help them guys. Can you hear us down there? Does it feel much better in the shade?
Can you hear us at all?
Yes. All right, we've lost them. We'll get them back. Working through. We're trying to keep them in the shade, and they're really far away from us. Probably hard to get that signal. Last season, Eagles finished 3-7, 2-5 in 5A West. New conference as well. Eagles coming into the 5A Central with a really tough slate of games this season. We'll throw up that schedule here in a little bit. Didn't make the playoffs, but ended the season on a high note. They go to Greenbrier. They lead the entire game and then lose right at the end, 34-33 to that horrible team on the other side of Faulkner County.
Yes, sir. It reminds me a lot of my junior year. We had a pretty similar season. It was Coach Langrel's last year with us, and we just kind of, couldn't really get the ball rolling. And then we went into Little Rock Mills our last game.
That's right.
And pulled out a win that nobody really saw coming. And so that led into my senior year where we really had some momentum. We ended up going 7-3. So a strong game against a strong Greenbrier team last year, I think, will really help us with momentum coming into this year.
You're right. Very similar. You guys had no business beating Mills that year and went in and really stole a win there. And same thing, Greenbrier. I'm not sure we caught them sleeping, but it was just a really good game for the Eagles, and just unfortunate we couldn't pull that in against a really good Greenbrier team. The last couple years, maybe last year in particular, just trouble protecting the quarterback with that. It's a smaller front line. However, this year, bringing in several sophomores in with that, it is still a pretty veteran O-line. You've got Dallas Bryant, who's a senior, Damian Graham, who's a senior, Razzo, senior, Jet Sand. So really, enter Kason Cawthon comes in. I'm going to say he's 6'7", 303.
I'm not sure I'll give him all that.
6'6" and 3/4. But a really talented young man that comes in, hasn't played a snap in varsity, already an offer from Arkansas Tech. Go ahead. Tell us about his progression. You and I talked when we came to team camp how maybe in ninth grade, it wasn't all clicking as far as motivation, but now he's everything's kind of coming together for him.
Yeah, so obviously, I've watched him play a lot of ball, and so he's just really come into his own. He's got that mentality that I love to see out of him, and I'm excited to be here to watch him this year. And he's got the physicals for sure. And I'm really confident in the coaches. Coach Turner, our O-line coach, a really, really solid coach, really good at getting on the players' level and knowing how they think. He played at Ouachita Baptist, and so he knows how football players think. He'll definitely be able to get down to their level and just help them play to their best of their abilities.
Yeah, and that's worth a lot. He comes in. Coach Russell called him one of the best coaches, best O-line coaches, best coaches overall in doing exactly what you're talking about, coming in, meeting the kids where they are, these players where they are. We're getting pretty close to getting ready to kick off here. I wish we knew exact the format. If the format was exactly like it was last year, it was pretty much a normal game in the first half. Second half goes to running clocks, but we're about ready to kick off here. Sideline crew, let's get y'all down if we could. I'm not sure. I guess they're going to run through the Eagle. There's some folks down there. We're going to get y'all, if you could, to move down there, get us a good shot of that. We're going to cut to some commercials here and highlight some of our sponsors. We're still working on our sponsors. Maybe this is a little free advertising for our former sponsors, but we appreciate all of our local business community sponsoring the Vilonia Eagle football team coming into this 2026 year. New coach, new conference, new EagleVision crew, and we've got a lot more EagleVision action coming back at you after these messages.
Vilonia Family Pharmacy, located in the Eagle Country Shopping Center. The pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for over 11 years, serving Vilonia for all of its pharmaceutical needs. Vilonia Family Pharmacy offers hydro jugs, Topanga scents, and so much more. Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy. They have many different decor options, as well as many different bag choices. Vilonia Family Pharmacy also offers all of your over-the-counter medication. Vilonia Family Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles.
And we're back. We're going to pause here for the national anthem. All right, that was our national anthem. We've got a good crowd on hand for our scrimmage here tonight, Drake, and a great student section. A lot of good energy down there for the first game of the non-game of the season. Of course.
Again, fans from both sides, we remind you.
Many, many years, and we really appreciate everything he did and does for Vilonia Eagle football program and EagleVision specifically. Again, we've got Ben back. We got Weston on production. Appreciate Drake joining us. Gets to watch little bro from one of the best seats in the house. Maybe not tonight because it's 183 degrees in here, but it will get better. It will feel better.
Football weather will be here before you know it.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna get through this. Eagles come out. We got a shot of that, Weston. Eagles come out of the in the quarterback spot. He hands it off to Hunter Harwood.
To number 1.
Gain of about 9 on that play. Nope, make it 7.
He'll pick up about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 now for your Eagles.
2nd and about 3 for the Eagles at the doorstep of the red zone early on here against the Panthers. All alone in the backfield. Hansen is an athlete, gets the Eagles a first down. We got a hat on the field. Another 2 flags. Ball may have come out. Hansen's helmet got thrown about 10 yards from where he was taken down. I'm not sure. 2 flags on the field. We'll find out what those are about. Face mask on the defense. That's going to be probably a half the distance.
Marked off will be against the Panthers.
I like those design QB runs out of Hansen. An athlete back there, you got to use them.
Distance to the goal inside the 10-yard line. Well, that'll be a Vilonia Eagle first down.
Eagles will get a first down on the penalty.
First and goal for your Eagles.
I would say they must have tried to take Hansen's head off with the way that helmet went flying.
Graham is the center. The guards appear to be Bryant, Callahan, and the tackles are Coffin and Sanson.
So that front line, you may have heard our P announcer Steve Good running through the starting line there as Hansen and Harwood are back.
Williams hands
in the
off
pistol.
Harwood
gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Vilonia. Hunter Harwood gets into the end zone 2 minutes into the ball game to give the Eagles a 6-0 lead. I would say a big difference in that O-line, just the way some of those holes will open up.
For sure. There's a solid, looked like a gap scheme there on the right.
Out for the point after.
So, yeah, big hole from the O-line there. We like to see that on the opening drive for sure.
That is Luke Robinson, a sophomore, back to kick.
Brody Williams on the
Kick is
hold.
up, and the kick is good. And we're going to throw it down to our sideline crew if they can hear us. Get somebody in front of that camera. Tell us how you were right there on the sideline in the end zone. The Eagles go 7-0 lead for the Eagles.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go for it.
Oh yeah, the run by Hunter Harwood, it was just amazing. I saw him, and I could see him. He had a great hole. Our offensive linemen, I can just tell they've practiced hard so far, and they made a great hole for him. And that's really all I got to say.
All right, great job. That is the Lawrence Family Hardware sideline report. Caden McClung and Harlow Lovell out down on the sideline. Thankfully, they found a shady spot and with a great vantage point to see that touchdown by the Vilonia Eagles, Hunter Harwood. We're getting reset here. It's going to be Heber Springs ball. So that's 6 points off turnover for the Eagles off of the fumble by the Panthers. So good showing by the defense, and then the offense comes out and drives it down 30 yards to pay dirt.
Robinson's kick. Taken by 4.
Robinson's kick, and that is one thing here on these scrimmages. Ball is dead where it lands, and that was corralled in by number 4, Aiden Isom. We haven't really talked about Heber Springs that much yet. This is 2 or 3 years in a row we played them in a scrimmage. Last time we played them in a game that counted was back in 2019. It was a 41-7 win for the Eagles. That's when we debuted the updated turf. They had new unis. Now, did you say that they have new uniforms here tonight?
Yeah, these are new from last year. They look real sweet. They added the black stripe on the shoulders and on the pants, so a clean new home look for the Eagles.
Yeah, very nice. As the Panthers take over at the 15, pass from Spencer Sugg to Josiah Riggs.
Complete to 14.
And that's going to be a Heber Springs first down on the pass play. Trying to figure out what kind of defense the Eagles are in. Is this a 4-3?
This will be a 3-4 right now. We got 3 down linemen, 2 outside backers, and then 2 in the middle.
Another slant, good pass from Sugg to Josiah Riggs. And another big gain against that Eagles secondary. And another first down. Oh, we got a flag. Got a flag on the play. That's going to back them up.
It'll remain first down. First down, 9-20 for the Panthers. Try to go through the Eagles starters in the secondary real quick. Mason Gunner's a cornerback. Von Frontenbarger's a linebacker. Brody Williams is a safety. David Mack's a defensive end. Cooper Hansen's a linebacker.
Steve going through the starting lineup here for the home crowd.
Robert Myers is a corner.
Just an overall look at the team. Again, first year under Coach Russell. You got 17 seniors. You got 27 sophomores on this group. Overall, up to 65 players. At Spring Drills down to 58 now on this roster, but that's still up from 53 a year ago. So program kind of building back. I think Ashcraft kind of started that. Now Russell keeping that momentum going, but a good crop of sophomores to come in and beef up the sideline.
Yeah, for sure. That sophomore crew, they had a pretty solid year. Their 9th grade year last year, so I'm sure they're excited to be on the varsity team and make it count.
Sugg back in shotgun for the Panthers on a 2nd and long. He hits another slant route. Again, it's rinse and repeat to Sugg to Riggs. And the Eagles not able to stop him, and another Panther first down.
7 on the stop.
Kind of having their way with this Eagle defense so far, Drake.
Yes, sir. slant route, when it's open, they're going to go to it. And they've showed early that number 14 on the outside, they're going to be looking to early and often. So defense going to have to pick up on that and we'll just see how it goes.
Eagles with more down linemen on that. Pass is dropped. That was on Eli Long from Spencer Sugg. 2nd and 10 on the incompletion.
2nd down and 10 now for the Panthers.
Sun is starting to go down, though it is still cooking up in the press box. We got 7:51 left on the clock here in the first. First half's going to be pretty much standard game other than the dead ball on the kicks.
Flag on the play. That looks
got
like
a pre-snap flag.
Against your Eagle defense. That'll bring up now 2nd down and 5.
Penalty was against the Eagles offsides. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Panthers on the 48-yard line.
20's in defensively for Eagles. That's Riley McCann. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. And off to number 4.
That was Aiden Isom with the run for the Panthers.
Panthers will pick up a couple. We'll call it now 3rd down and 3.
I feel like we should just put a mic somewhere out here. Steve can just do the play-by-play. I can't hardly feel myself think.
Matt, Jaco, Duncan, the front 3 for your Eagle defense.
Panthers still driving. Pick up a 3 on the play. Here goes
Isom.
Isom.
Get the edge, and will run out of bounds after picking up a Panther 1st down.
Panthers do get the first on that left side run. What are you seeing, Drake, defensively? What do you do to right now they're going outside inside. They're taking advantage of the corners, but then also if they move out, they hit them with the slant.
Yeah, they're outside zone there to the left and get outside of that defense, and it's just a foot race from there. The corner is always going to be thinking about that because they're the outside guys. They got to set the edge, but when you got them thinking about setting the edge, that's where you can hit them with the slant. So
Suggs pass is caught. Great catch. Steve's got all my lines. He's saying all my lines for me. Catch is made, and the Panther is down. It was a great catch. May have been pass interference. He caught it anyway. We're going to take a break here, highlight some of our sponsors, and we'll come back after this. Steve, I feel like I should just put...
Linda Marie's offers a unique selection of gifts, clothing, shoes, more. We carry a fantastic selection of top-name brands, home decor, jewelry, custom gift baskets, and more. You'll find the perfect gifts for every occasion.
Come see us today at Linda Marie's.
Vilonia Family Pharmacy, located in the Eagle Country Shopping Center. The pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for over 11 years, serving Vilonia for all of its pharmaceutical needs. Vilonia Family Pharmacy offers hydro jugs, Topanga scents, and so much more. Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy. They have many different decor options, as well as many different bag choices. Vilonia Family Pharmacy also offers all of your over-the-counter medication. Vilonia Family Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles.
And we are back after the great pitch and catch by the Panthers. We saw pretty good offense from them in the 9th grade game, and the varsity squad is showing some similar strengths here against the Eagles as they are now inside the 10. pass is caught. Oh, they're going to say he did drop it. Incomplete.
It was a great read there by the quarterback on that RPO.
Yeah, you got to catch that. Tanner Graham couldn't quite corral it in. I mean, he was right in the heart of that defense. That brings up 2nd and goal from the 7. Eagles with a 7-0 lead right now. 6:35 remaining in the first. 25 is in motion. That's Noah Ingham.
10 rolls left.
Sugg finds a wide open. That was Ingham that was in motion and gets open and scores to put it at 7-6. Nice play design there, Drake.
Yeah, Spencer Sugg at QB for Heber Springs showed some great mobility there to move in the pocket and find an open man. It's a good play from him, and just caught the defense lacking. And 6-7 for now, and extra point coming.
So Golden Tate out there to kick. Lakeland Tubbs, who started against the Eagles a year ago in this game, is the holder. Sugg looks to be QB1 now, a 6'1", 150-pound sophomore. Harlow, you guys down there, what did you see from the sideline view? I know you're a long way away, but your thoughts, how can the defense maybe find a way to start picking up some of those plays from the Heber Springs offense?
I think there's just a lot of open area in between players. I don't think there's like a lot like they can do other than like realize and be more aware of their surroundings and the things that they're leaving open.
All right, very good. Lawrence Family Hardware sideline report. Harlow Lovell, thank you for a different perspective down there from the sideline. I did that a couple years ago. And, you know, when it's this hot, it's not a great gig. But when it's a great game, man, there is nothing better than being down there in it, being an honorary player. Benjamin, we haven't heard from you tonight. Any thoughts on the Eagle D, how they could possibly start getting some stops on these Panthers having their way with us?
Yeah, the Panthers they're putting receivers at different levels, so we're adjusting. We'll get there. Just that, like that last play, they had 3 different levels on the receivers, and he found the open one, so it happens.
It's a really well-planned drive from the Panthers there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that's something that Coach Russell talked about was, you know, they're familiar with the offense. You know, Russell has been coaching them on the offensive side. Granted, different personnel, different players in different positions, but it's the defense, you know, different terminology, going from Ashcraft making the calls to new coaches here, different terminology with Coach Brazier. So, again, that's where they've got to spend some time there.
What I did like is you saw 2 defenders. They were talking to each other, communicating, like, hey, you're supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be there, you know, there kind of thing. So that was good.
For sure. That's definitely the biggest asset you have as a defender, for sure, is being able to communicate with your team and get those assignments ironed out.
Yeah, that's good, especially with a young crew like this. You know, we lost Christian Crouch, went to Jacksonville, who has a new coach, a new attitude, and he went over there. So, I mean, they've got some holes on defense too. We got another flag down. See what the penalty is.
Flag on the play. We'll see what that is. It's against your Eagles.
Eagles are going to back up.
Holding.
Try again on first down.
Be declined. Be 2nd down now and 16 for your Eagles. Front 5 for the Eagles.
All right, so we've got Hanson back there, Harwood. Well, Hanson's back there alone now. I'm trying to see who's that. Who's that back there with him? Is that Vaughn? I can't see a number.
Be number 10, Sam Halley, in the backfield there.
Hanson's pass complete to Ringgold.
Hanson's pass is good to Jackson Ringgold, another senior. Did have Sam Halley, who's also a senior in there. We got a couple of really good running backs, Hunter Harwood, Sam Halley, really talented backfield there, trying to protect Cooper Hansen and give him some time, which worked all the way out to the 30-yard line and a fresh set of downs. Hansen and Halley. The old RPO. That one didn't work that time. Loss of 2 or 3 on that one. Panthers were swarming to that backfield.
On the stop for the Panthers. Eagles will lose a yard. It'll be now 2nd down.
I didn't count, but the Panthers are very similar as far as makeup. Not a whole lot of seniors, but a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors. There's less of them. Coming out of the 4A, found themselves in the playoffs last year, losing to Prairie Grove in the first round on a 5-6 year, but 5-2 in conference. So they had a tough non-conference slate. Able to get themselves in the playoffs. Pass skips.
It'll fall incomplete. 14.
It's intended for Hollingsworth.
So the heat came off the backside right there. Got to get that ball out. Yeah, tough to feel that blitz sometimes.
Hansen, in his first year as quarterback, was the leading receiver for the Eagles last year. In his sophomore year, Coach Russell talked about seeing him early on and how talented he was at quarterback. Just throwing the ball, just could tell on the release that there was something there. So Hansen getting the start here tonight. And another flag down. Nope.
I think that might just be a towel.
Okay, towel down.
Yep.
Towel down, that's good.
3rd down, down 11.
All right, so 3rd down.
Ringo split out to the home side.
3rd and 12
Hollingsworth in the slot.
from the
Zappa to
28-yard
business
line.
side. Eagles with an H-back.
Hansen, 5 wide, kicks it out to Halley. Halley with a man to miss, cannot get by. That was Aiden Isom, the running back for Heber Springs, with a good open field tackle to keep Halley from even getting back to the line of scrimmage. Great defense there by the Panthers. Looks like the Eagles are going to punt with Hansen back there to punt for the Eagles. Lane Bradley back for the Panthers. Talented young sophomore. Good kick by Hansen.
Hansen with the boot.
Normally they're going to field that at the 31, but they're going to give it all the way back to the 17.
Flip the field. Panthers will take
18,
over.
1st and 10 at the 18 for the Panthers.
Solid kick there from Hansen. Good to see a punter that can help us flip the field a little bit.
That's a great asset when you've got special teams like that that can flip the field. You know, it didn't have a lot of success there on offense, and then to put a weapon back there like Hansen, get it all the way down, and they're going to put it at the 20. I think this is typical for these scrimmages. Our sideline crew with a good vantage point down there with the Panthers on the 20. .334 remaining in the first quarter, all tied up at 7. Panthers with the ball. Now Tubbs in as QB, hands off to Lane Bradley. Nothing doing on that play. All right, they're going to give him a yard.
Well, they'll give him 1. 2nd down at 9. 45 on the stop for your Eagles.
Tackle by David Smith. Got some big guys down there on that offensive or defensive line. Kason Jaco, 216 sophomore, pretty good size.
Yes, sir.
For a sophomore, down on that D line.
12 on the
Yep.
keeper.
What I've had some eyes on Jaco so far, and he's got some pretty good active hands off the ball, and he's got his eyes on the ball carrier. He looks pretty solid there at left end.
It's going to be 3rd and about 4 from the 26 for the Panthers. Tubbs still back there for the Panthers on this.
3rd down and 4.
Good pass, good catch, good tackle, but it's going to be a first down. Tanner Graham hauls it in for the Panthers at the 35-yard line.
Yep, looking like the Panthers might have some question marks at QB still there. Sent different guy out here on the second drive, and might be still trying to look and see who their guy will be this year. And this scrimmage is a great place to figure that out.
Yeah, again, we saw a lot of Tubbs last year. Sugg, a sophomore, but both guys 6. I mean, they've got 2 6'1" options for their quarterback.
Left tackle.
So a good place to be if you're Heber Springs. Handoff to Lane Bradley, taken down by Frontenberger.
They'll give him 2. 2nd down.
That brings up 2nd and 8. Clock is ticking. 1.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Definitely a guy to watch for the Eagles this year will be Von Frontenberger. He's a solid linebacker back there, and he'll be all over the field all year for sure.
Yeah, big kid. I would not want to see him running downhill, ears back, ready to just lay into you.
Definitely not.
Not the guy I would want to be just laying a hat. Flag is down. Looks to be against the Panthers this time. 1:18 now left in this first. That's going to make it 2nd and about 13. Back to the 33-yard line. Tubbs still back there for the Panthers. Fakes the handoff to Isom. Eli Long doesn't get anywhere. Swallowed up in the backfield on the little end around there.
Good screen defense there by the Eagles. Able to snuff that out and find where the ball was going.
3rd down and 13 now for the Panther offense.
I think it's 3rd. That says 4th. It is a scrimmage. I get it.
16 on the stop there for your Eagles, Hunter Crow.
3rd and long here for the Panthers.
3rd down,
there we go.
13.
Tubbs
12 takes the ball.
Heaves it downfield. Oh, and great defense by Steve Williams to break up the pass.
Yeah, really good job to get his head around there, find the ball, and knock it down. That's a textbook secondary defense right there for sure.
A great pass from Tubbs. The man looked open for a split second,
for
and
sure.
then
he put it in that window, and luckily number 7 there, Steve Williams, was able to close that window and make a good play.
Great defensive stand. Bend, don't break. Actually, that's not bend, don't break. We're still way back in the backfield, but it felt like they had the ball forever. So the Panthers will punt.
Looks like they got Golden Tate back there to punt.
Uh-oh. Good thing it's a scrimmage, and he's got all day to kick.
17's punt.
Fair catch taken by Jackson Ringgold.
That's Ringo. Eagles will take
It's going to be at the 49-yard line.
At their 49.
With 24 seconds left in the first. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back after this message.
Linda Marie's offers a unique selection of gifts, clothing, shoes, more. We carry a fantastic selection of top name brands, home decor, jewelry, custom gift baskets, and more. You'll find the perfect gifts for every occasion.
Come see us today at Linda Marie's.
Vilonia Family Pharmacy, located in the Eagle Country Shopping Center. The pharmacy has been locally owned.
That's why I'm doing it. All right, we're back. Eagles on offense quickly. Hunter Harwood with a punishing run to the sideline. Gets about 5 on the carry.
Good running back there in Harwood. He's going to run the ball hard, and he's going to be trying to look for every yard he can when he's got the ball in his hands.
Just a junior, 186 pounds. Pretty big kid in the backfield for the Eagles. Had a great sophomore year. And that is going to end the first quarter. We're still working on the sideline, but still 7-all. We didn't really learn anything after one. Still tied up against the Panthers out of the 4A. But a good showing. Seen some good offense from Heber Springs, and then the defense of the Eagles tightening up there towards the end of that first period.
Yeah, both defenses look pretty solid. Good adjustments there by the Eagles on that second drive to force a 3-and-out, and let's see what the offense does here.
All right. Sorry, I was a little premature on the timeout. So now that we're at the end of the quarter, we've got the sideline cameras are down. We'll come back after these messages.
Vilonia Family Pharmacy, located in the Eagle Country Shopping Center. The pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for over 11 years, serving Vilonia for all of its pharmaceutical needs. Vilonia Family Pharmacy offers hydro jugs, Topanga scents, and so much more. Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy. They have many different decor options, as well as many different bag choices. Vilonia Family Pharmacy also offers all of your over-the-counter medication. Vilonia Family Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles.
And we're back. Second quarter underway. 7-all from Philip D. Weaver Stadium. Hanson and I believe Harwood couldn't decide if they wanted to run it or pass it, and that was stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like a handoff out of the pistol there, and looks like maybe a safety blitz from Heber Springs got through there and just right at the mesh point, got their hands on the ball carrier.
Yeah, great timing by the Heber Springs defense to get in there and disrupt things. Now 3rd and 9 from midfield. Hanson is going to keep it. Got some blockers. Makes a move. Might get down to the first down. Well, it's just 3rd down, so it's sure not Heber Springs ball, I can tell you that. Not going to give it to him. Oh, yeah, he got it, right?
Well, that's going to be a fumble going the other way.
Oh, fumble, okay. My fault. Heber Springs comes up with a turnover, now a 1-1 turnover game, as the Eagles were able to score off of the Heber Springs turnover. And now the Panthers with the ball at the 36, going the other way.
Yep, solid run there from Cooper Hanson. Just got hit real hard there at the end and lost the ball. Early on in the season, ball security is going to be of high importance, and Heber Springs takes advantage of the turnover.
Yeah, and again, that's a very different feel and skill set when you're used to catching the ball and running, right? Now you're in the backfield. Defenders have more time and momentum,
of course,
to really come at you.
Yeah, not only does he, he's a big new role at QB, but he's got a command of field in a bunch of different ways. So a lot of pressure on the young QB, but I'm excited to watch him this season.
Try it.
For the Panthers.
All right, Panthers with a gain there.
23 and 27 there defensively for Eagles. That's Hickman.
Robert Myers and Parker Hickman on the tackle for the Eagles.
Panthers will pick up a first down. 1st and 10.
Was a first down for the Panthers, though, all the way up to the 46. Tubbs in there as quarterback for Heber Springs. And it looks like a new, what is that, Saban Wilson? Is that 21? The Guardian cap on.
Back, passes.
Tubbs on a rope. Gets it to the sideline. Great pitch and 3-yard line.
YGJ.
Eagles trying to tighten things back up here, keep the Panthers out of the end zone. All tied up at 7. Ball is out. And Panthers, Saban Wilson able to get back on top of that football, but a huge loss all the way back to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, but you'll see some of that early season, the miscommunication in the backfield. Ball comes out, scramble for it. Good job getting back on that, though, by the running back.
Yeah, head on a swivel for Wilson to get back on top of that football would have been a huge break for the Eagles to get on top of that. Great coaching staff for the Eagles. A lot of new faces down there. And a great throw over the defense by Tubbs. Almost unguardable.
Some very good throws here early from Tubbs. That's you couldn't have put that in a better spot. Right over the first defender to where only your guy can catch it. And solid gain there on second down.
Josiah Riggs on the reception. He had a big first quarter, especially the first half of the first quarter. Felt like it was all Spencer Sugg to Josiah Riggs, and now Tubbs getting in on the action, getting it to Riggs as well. Fakes the handoff. Tubbs keeps it. Oh, gets pulled down. That's going to be a horse collar. Those are dangerous tackles. Tubbs is up. But that's going to be an automatic first down. Taken down at the 29. Most likely a personal foul.
Personal foul, horse collar against your Eagles.
Drake, are you a rules expert? Is that half a distance? Is it 15? I guess either way, it doesn't matter. It's about 15.
Yeah, it should be about 15.
So, yeah, they're going to put them on the 15. So, in the red zone with 9:13 left in this first half, all tied up at 7. Tubbs, did he come in the first quarter, or are they giving him a quarter?
He came in that second drive. I think they gave Spencer Sugg the ball to start the game, but I think it's been all Lachlan Tubbs here since then. So.
14. 12 back pass.
He caught it.
Complete to number 1.
My goodness gracious, what a catch
Some
by
sure
the
hands
Panthers.
on Eli Long.
I mean, a fingertip catch. Was that Eli Long again?
Slow getting up.
Yes, sir. That was Eli Long there on the slant, and they've been hitting those slants often here. And man, these receivers, they got sticky hands or something.
That is impressive. All the way down to the 3. It's going to be first and goal. Panthers. We got an Eagle banged up. Coming off. Is that Robert Myers?
Looks like that may be 24.
Right? Is that the real deal?
Robert Myers.
27.
Robert Myers. Okay. Great eyes down there from Harlow. Appreciate you. And we got another flag down. Sideline infraction. Let's see if I can find it on my cheat sheet.
That'll be a sideline warning on Vilonia.
Yep, sideline warning. All right, I got it.
Not sure where that came from, but
I mean, I don't know if we didn't get our player off the field quick enough for that guy, but nevertheless, Panthers wasting no time. And the pass broken up. That is Ryan Deal. Pretty sure. That will bring up second and goal, still on the 3. Robert Myers getting worked on the sideline. Great training crew down there working him over. Hopefully he's okay.
21 on the carry.
Run by Jeremy. Run by Saban Wilson. Gets down to the half-yard line.
Stopped just short there.
We'll give him a couple on the play. Third down, now and goal.
This will be a good test for this Vilonia defense. See if they can stand strong.
Yeah, you got
with,
Razzo
in the shadow of their own goalpost here.
And Jaco down there.
Panthers will take a timeout here with 8:10 to go in the first
All right,
half.
timeout by Heber Springs with 8:10, all tied up at 7, but the Panthers are knocking on the door. We'll take a timeout with them and be right back after this.
Have you tried a CPAP and couldn't tolerate it? Or were you told that you were not a candidate for a surgically placed device to treat sleep apnea? At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide a simple solution, an oral appliance that you wear while you sleep and can be delivered in as little as 2 visits. Please don't let your sleep apnea go untreated because research says it's worse on your heart than smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Panthers knocking on the door.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the half-yard line.
rolls out to the
Tubbs
right.
rolls
He'll
out,
take and
goes
run.
in, and
Eagles will hit him at
gets
the
into the
goal
end
line,
zone.
but
That's going to be a
again
touchdown,
for
Panthers,
score.
to take the lead with 8:03 remaining in this second quarter. Great run by Tubbs. Great defense. Just almost kept him out of the end zone.
Tough to play that defense there on a 6-inch line. But, solid effort there from Dallas Bryant. Looks like they brought him over from offense to try and beef up that D-line here on the goal line set, and he made the play. Just not a lot of field left for Heber Springs there.
Dallas Bryant, one of our
17
big
point
seniors
after.
on those lines down there.
12 a hole.
Listed at
That's
265. That's probably a
17
guess.
after. Kick is up.
Point after, up and good,
It's good.
by Golden Tate.
8:03 to go here in the first half.
So
The
a
Visiting
14-7
take
lead.
a one-touchdown
Sideline
lead over
crew,
your
you were
Vilonia
right
Eagles.
down in the action again. What did you see down there on that defensive stand by the Eagles, but the Panthers able to get into the end zone?
I think they just have a really bad mental first game block right now. They really need to lock in and see where they're at, figure out what they're doing, and really put a stop to it.
All right, so got some things on the defense to work out, but the good thing is it is a scrimmage, so that's exactly why we play these. And they got 10 days, right? This is Tuesday, the 18th. First official game will be on August 28th, all the way to Jonesboro, Arkansas, the Nettleton Raiders. That's a tough non-conference game for the Eagles. Again, you've got, we could talk about this. We've got Nettleton away. Then we've got Morrilton at home. Morrilton last year, 10-3, 5-2 in conference, coming off a great year. So that'll be our first home game. Then, still non-conference, though it feels like conference, going to Alma, the old 5A West
Hey, we
rival.
got a couple 5A West foes that we're taking on here early.
Yeah, the last time the Eagles went to Alma, it was a great overtime game. Eagles able to scrape a win out there. It's like 45-45. I think the final was 42-45.
The most fun football game I've ever played in. Cody Shock there at the end, knocking that ball down.
Yes.
Place went nuts. It was awesome.
That is what
Penalty against the Panthers.
sports
Eagles
drama
will take over
is all
1st and
about,
10.
especially when you get the W, man. It feels so good. We got another flag on the play.
That'd be a kick out of bounds. So they'll just move that ball up, I think, probably to the 35 and start this Vilonia drive here.
All right, so they are going to spot it at the 35. Eagles go out to hopefully tie this game back up. Saw some good things on the last drive. No, sorry, 2 drives ago. The last drive ended in a turnover. So 7 points off turnovers for the Panthers as well as the Eagles. Hansen finds David Hollingsworth. And a big gain for the Eagles. Down to the 48, a new 1st and 10, Vilonia. And not to forget, Cornerstone Christian Academy first down. We got to get those sponsors in there. Drake knows a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah.
First and 10 from the 48.
Heavy set here for Vilonia.
2 out. Hands off to Harwood.
Yeah.
And a big run right up the middle. Great protection. Great hole for Harwood. And another Vilonia Eagle first down.
Yeah, I know Coach Turner will like seeing that one. That hole opened up just about as it was designed. Looked like it may have been a duo play there. Heavy set early, and they're just going to run it up the middle. And Harwood, he's just fighting for every yard he can.
Yeah, and that's huge with every great running play that Vilonia is able to get. That opens things up for the passing game or even for the running game for Hansen in the backfield. Gets about 8 yards all the way down to the 30.
Good to see some quick decision making from Hansen there. You know, he didn't see anybody open quick. He felt the pressure coming, took off, and made something out of nothing. So good play there from Hansen.
Yeah, you could see he went through his progression quickly and then just got the heck out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what you have to do. Again, and this is going to be the case, especially when we get into conference play, probably an undersized O-line. But if you've got that athleticism, you keep those defenses guessing, you can get some good gains off of that.
For sure, definitely a good run here from Harwood.
Another first down run by Hunter Harwood. Gets into the red zone.
Well, yeah, like I was saying, if you can hold that protection long enough to take the big shots, and then when that pocket breaks down, if you've got a guy that can get out of there and get some yards for you, it's definitely an asset on offense.
So fresh set of downs here from the 20.
1 on the carry.
Harwood gets tripped up, but falls for about 6 yards. Bring up 2nd and 4.
He got hit there in the backfield and just able to keep crawling. Probably broke 2 or 3 tackles there for about 6 yards.
Ball spotted inside the 15. Eagles looking at 2nd and 5.
Harwood and Hansen back for the Eagles. Hands off to Harwood. Lots of room. Gets down to the 5, so we'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and this Vilonia offense mixing up this run game really well. We've seen a lot of gap schemes, a lot of duo, and then an outside zone there hits for enough to get him inside the 10. So good-looking run game for the Eagles right now.
Yeah, and they've covered a lot of ground quickly. Looks like our sideline crew's in great position down there as the Eagles are knocking on the door, try to tie this game back up here.
Back to Harwood.
Harwood stopped short.
Inside the 5.
Will be 2nd and goal.
Ball will be spotted at the 1. 21 and 3 on the stop there.
Eagles have had a lot of success with the running game on this drive. I don't think they had a single pass on this drive. They hadn't needed it. And if you can dominate on that line like that and just push it down the field, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely. If you can, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, that's what they say. If you can get a couple yards at a time, it's a really big deal, and it gets that offensive line really confident for the rest of the game.
Flags down. False start on the Eagles.
There was some miscommunication on the snap count there. You saw a couple guys jump.
So instead of 2nd and goal from the 3, now from the 8, that does change up your play call most likely.
It looks like Coach Russell might have taken a timeout here to try and iron this out, trying to punch us in the end zone.
All right, trying not to leave any points on the field. Eagles take a timeout. We will as well, and come right back after this. All right, let's throw it down to our sideline crew. Caden, what do you see down there? Eagles get down to 2nd and 3, now 2nd and 8. How you feel they're going to come out with this play call?
I'm just watching them, and it's like I'm right up at the action. And even though we got that flag, I feel like we can recover here quickly. And I mean, Cooper Hansen in the backfield, and our run game is looking pretty good right now. And I think we could most likely get this touchdown.
All right, we're going to find out here. 2nd and goal from the 7.5. Hands off to Harwood. Gets all of that penalty back in one run. Now 3rd down and goal.
And Callahan, 22 on the stop there.
Solid play there, Harwood, to get behind his offensive line there and find every yard he could.
Clock is ticking down, though. 4.5 left in this 2nd quarter.
3rd down now and goal for your Eagles.
3rd and goal. Eagles trying to tie it up here, or at least get close to tying it up. Hands off to Harwood, and he walks in for a Vilonia Eagle touchdown.
Left guard,
Really well designed play there from Coach Russell. A heavy look there, and then he motioned number 14 in from the outside to insert block there. Well blocked. Good touchdown there in the run game for the Eagles.
Eagles are able to answer on a really impressive drive using that rushing attack with Hansen and Harwood. Mostly Harwood doing the work there. Eagles can tie it up right here with this PAT. Kick is up and good by Luke Robinson. All tied up at 14, 4:26 left in the first. We're going to take a quick timeout, get reset here, see if the Eagles can keep the Panthers out of the end zone in this first half. We'll be right back.
Not a candidate for a surgically placed device to treat sleep apnea. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide a simple solution, an oral appliance that you wear while you sleep and can be delivered in as little as 2 visits. Please don't let your sleep apnea go untreated because research says it's worse on your heart than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day and can take up to 12 years off your life. We accept most medical insurance and file the claim for you. Call Lane Family Dentistry to get treated for sleep apnea.
Linda Marie's offers a unique selection of gifts, clothing, shoes, more. We carry a fantastic selection of top name brands, home decor, jewelry, custom gift baskets, and more. You'll find the perfect gifts for every occasion.
Come see us today at Linda Marie's.
And we're back here after the Eagle touchdown. All tied up at 14, 4:26 left in the first half. Not quite sure what the format is in the second half. We'll find out. We'll let you know. I kind of think this is the bulk of the game, but the way the last couple years have gone, sure can't leave it tied up at 14, though. Not sure what's going on here.
Trying to get the footballs figured out. You know, every team's got their own.
Get that ball out of here, Gibson said.
Send it to the student section over there.
Good showing from the student section. Good crowd on hand.
Love to see that for a benefit game. If they can keep showing up, that'll be huge for the Eagles.
22
Kick
on the boot for your Eagles.
goes straight out of bounds. That was Trip Brown on the kickoff. Panthers will have it at the 35.
Take over first and 10.
See if the Eagles can tighten up some defense. They've had some success, and then the Panthers have kind of figured out some things and worked around it. We have another timeout. Here we go. Panthers will have it from the 35. Again, first game will be in about 10 days at Nettleton out of the 5A East. They're coming off a 6-5 year, 5-2 in conference. A lot of teams were 5-2 in conference last year. But again, we'll talk about it maybe some. If we have a halftime, we'll talk about the schedule coming up, which is a tough one.
Spencer Sugg back in at quarterback.
Sugg back in
He winds third,
and wastes no time finding an open receiver and dropped by Josiah Riggs.
14.
That's been a sure tandem so far in this game. Drop there.
Seems a bit uncharacteristic there for Josiah Riggs. Looks like a really solid athlete, and sometimes you got your plays. It was a good ball there from Spencer Sugg, who's back in at quarterback.
He was too open, maybe too open. And Sugg just comes right in. He's probably been over there going, hey, I'm losing my spot here. Let me back in, coach. And, fires up a dart.
Tried to send a message to Coach quick there on the first snap.
Yeah, don't forget about me here.
Two solid arms at Heber Springs, though. Both quarterbacks looking pretty good.
Yeah, we got some movement pre-snap.
False start on the Panthers.
Be a false start on Heber Springs. Back them up 5 will be 2nd and 15.
Panthers are going the wrong direction, but that's good if you're an Eagles fan. Have time here to get a stop, get the ball back, And if they march it down like they did the last time, could get the lead back before we get to the half. Very possible with the way they're playing offense on that
hands
last
off
one.
to number 4. He'll take it around right in.
Aiden Isom
24 there for your Eagles.
stopped in the backfield by the Eagle defense.
5, Frontenberger.
Ryan Deal back there.
That's Deal and Frontenberger. A couple of linebackers in on the stop.
Frontenberger
Down
on the
14 for
assist
Panthers.
as well.
Clock ticks down under 4 here in the first half. We're all tied up.
That'll be number 9, David Mack, coming in for number 71, Kason Jaco. A little switch up on the D-line there.
Mack, a junior.
And Jaco.
There's 25 in movement. The last time he did that, they went to him. Looked like a little wheel route, but they go outside, missed tackle. Panthers on the move. And they finally get Eli Long down, but not until he gets a big gain down to the 45-yard line.
Yep, into Eagle territory there for Long. Good play there from him. And seems like they've got 2 receivers they really like to go to here, and they've both shown out here early in this first game.
Yeah, 2 great quarterbacks, 2 great receivers on the Panther offense. Fresh set of downs from the 45. Sugg still back there.
Hands pass complete.
Zips it to Eli Long. Gain of about 6, 7.
Pass complete to number 1.
And Eli Long, just a sophomore out there making plays. I'm sure they're excited about him over there in Heber Springs.
Second down and 8 for the Panthers.
5'10", 175. Pretty good size. Quick as a hiccup. And, I mean, when he gets that catch, he's taken off. 1 missed tackle there for the Eagles, and it cost them.
Oh, yeah.
Hands off.
Tries it around left.
Good play there from the interior D-line.
Nowhere to go. Frontenberger there.
20. That's Frontenberger
and Steve Williams.
And Vaughn's so quick to read that play there. I thought he was playing D-tackle.
Yeah, he's coming from
he was in there quick.
Middle, yeah. So that brings up 3rd and 1, a huge 3rd down play. If the Eagles can get a stop.
And they bring in Jonathan Barahona here at nose tackle, trying to get some size and plug up this run that they expect from Heber.
And he gets through.
So, goes, looks, makes
nice little juke there. Pass is caught and a first down. Great play by Spencer Sugg.
Good play there for him, moving around back there in the pocket, avoided some pressure, and found an open guy.
Frontenberger comes up a little gimpy there. Hopefully just a little tweak.
Seemed to get off all right. Probably just tweak, hoping he's okay. That's a big asset for our defense.
Nifty little move there by Spencer Sugg to buy himself a couple more seconds. Get that ball off, get the Panthers a first down.
1st and 10, ball spotted outside.
Clock down to 140.
Sugg back.
Sugg ball fake, gets it down. Good defense.
Intended for number 1.
By the Eagles.
That's Long.
Eli Long having a little conversation.
It's like a little bit of extracurriculars going on out there on the outside.
I mean, those guys have been battling for 2 quarters. And I'll be honest, it looked like the Eagles may have gotten away with a little pass interference, but officials are letting them play. I'm down with it.
You know, these first games, all these guys have been doing all summer is playing against themselves.
That's right.
See another school, it might get a little chippy.
That's how those team camps devolve every time. They're just glad to be hitting somebody else.
For sure.
For 24.
Cramps could be an issue, too, with this heat.
Absolutely.
Getting down into the bottom part of the second quarter. Frontenberger back out. Love to see that.
I know those trainers make sure they got all the pickle pops on the sideline down there.
I bet that tastes really good in this heat.
For sure.
That brings up a 3rd and about 10 for the Panthers on the 31. Sugg, a lot of time in the pocket. Heaves it down, turnaround, almost. An acrobatic catch by Eli Long. Almost found himself turned around in the right place at the right time with a heave.
I think Heber Springs O-line right there might have got away with a little bit of a hold on Riley McCann coming off that right side. But backside of the play, sometimes they don't see it. But that'll bring up a 4th and long.
And we are going to go for
We're going to see a long field goal here.
48-yard field goal.
Panthers.
He has had a strong leg on those PATs.
He's going to try a 47-yard field goal. Kick is up.
It is just short.
On line, but just short. That would have made it from about 45.
All right, great effort by the Panthers there. But the good thing is the Eagles don't give up any points. Still a minute 20 left. And they're on the 31-yard line with a 1st and 10.
It's a good time to see how Kyle Russell's been practicing these guys in this 2-minute drill. They got a lot of field to cover and not a lot of time to do it. So we'll see how this offense works.
Yeah, and that's a tough assignment for Cooper Hansen coming off a year being a receiver. Now he finds himself in his first a little bit of a pressure cooker situation. Tie ball game with a minute 20 left in the half, trying to get some points on the board.
Hansen's your quarterback.
Pretty standard look here for the Eagles offense on this first play.
He's joined in the backfield by Harwood.
Hansen sprints out right. And that'll be Jackson Ringgold. That's a good pickup there on the first play for this on this late in the game drive for the Eagles.
Ringgold had a big year last year and starting off here as well with a great pickup for the Eagles down to the 45. Having to go quickly, already approaching the 1-minute mark left in this half. Hansen rolls left, cuts up the middle. Taken down by Aiden Isom.
And a lot of movement in the backfield after the snap. You're not seeing Hansen take much of a traditional drop back, I guess you'd say. He's moving out, getting to the sideline, or using his legs to find open guys. And
Hansen rolls right. Fires it down. Probably best that he didn't catch that. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. That was Braxton Zappa.
He gets up a little slow, but it looks like he's working it out to get back to the huddle.
14 there defensively.
Probably, on that jump, I have a feeling it's an immediate cramp.
Oh, especially in this heat.
You jump and cramp,
Oh,
gosh,
yeah.
That's the worst.
Does not feel good.
Probably could have lended why he didn't get the catch on the play. Just speculation. 3rd down and about 7 from the 47. Harwood rolls out. Hansen fires it down. Too long for Jackson Ringgold.
For Ringo. Excuse me, I left off 77. Cawthon there, also on that offensive front.
Yeah, solid pocket there from the O-line to give Hansen some time. And like I said earlier, if we can have a couple plays like that where Hansen can really get through his reads and find a guy downfield, it'll be good for some chunk plays for our offense.
Don't know that I like that decision just because it's 3rd and 7. You got a couple of chances to get 7. Not sure why we abandoned the run game, but we'll see what they come up with here on a 4th and 7.
So we got a timeout coming from
Timeout by the Eagles. 23 seconds remaining. Sideline crew, how's the tension down there as we get to a point where we've got to get 7 yards to continue this drive?
Yeah, the tension down here is pretty rough. Yeah, we just need those 7 yards, and we only got 23 seconds left to get this all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. And if we can do that, I feel like we can. Our defense can hold up for the rest of the half.
All right, Eagles with a timeout. That was a Lawrence Family Hardware sideline report. What do you think, Drake? Are we going to go a run to try and get the 7 yards, or play action and make them think you're going to run and go over the top?
I like a pass here, just 4th and long, and knowing Coach Russell, I know he likes to air it out. So I like a pass, and I come out here in an empty look here, so definitely looking to throw the ball and get these 7 yards.
I'm asking that as they roll out in a 5 wide or a 4 wide and a tight end. Have some time. 20 comes through.
Good feel for the pressure there.
Hanson just got to get the first, gets it, and gets down to the 40.
And you might see that a lot from Hanson this year, being a former wide receiver. I'm not sure he's looking to slide. He might be trying to look to get extra few yards there. Coach Russell might like to see his QB get down there, though, and protect himself.
Yeah, Titus Bullington got back in the backfield and made Cooper Hanson make a decision. And Hanson takes off, gets the first down, gets the Eagles on the other side of the 50 to the 40 with 15 ticks left in the first half. And the Eagles take another timeout. We'll take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll come back and see if the Eagles can find pay dirt here late in the first half. And we're back here after the timeout. 15 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 40.
Another empty look here for the Eagles. Not a lot of time left. They're going to go deep.
Hanson with time. Good pocket protection. Finds Ringgold. Down to the 15.
No timeouts. They're going to have to get it there and spike it.
Clock does stop just to move the chains. We'll have to spike it here to stop the clock. In position quickly. That's a great job by the Eagles early on. Chain gang not really going that fast.
Giving a little
plenty
bit of
of time.
Here. And they'll get that ball down. They got 4 seconds to get one shot at the end zone here.
All right.
Eagles will spike it. They'll have 1 play left.
I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Hanson here early. That was a good ball there over the middle to find Ringgold, and with a high pressure situation, he's put the Eagles in a good spot. It looks like
we got Luke.
Looks like they're going to send out the field goal unit here to try to end this first half.
Yeah, Luke Robinson to come out and try to get some points to break up this tie. It's going to be a 42-yard. 32-yard.
About 32.
It's makeable.
With Brody Williams on the hold.
Steve, is it Brody?
It's Brody.
Yeah. And the kick is no good.
Kick just short.
My bad.
We'll have a halftime.
So
8-minute halftime.
that takes us to halftime. All tied up at 14. Not sure of the format for the second half. We will take a break here and find out. Run a couple commercials. We'll come back and we'll talk about. It's going to be a quick halftime, but we're going to talk about the schedule and what's coming up for the Eagles in this 2026 football season. We'll be right back after a couple of commercials.
Linda Marie's offers a unique selection of gifts, clothing, shoes, more. We carry a fantastic selection of top name brands, home decor, jewelry, custom gift baskets, and more. You'll find the perfect gifts for every occasion.
Come see us today at Linda Marie's.
Have you tried a CPAP and couldn't tolerate it? Or were you told that you were not a candidate for a surgically placed device to treat sleep apnea? At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide a simple solution, an oral appliance that you wear while you sleep and can be delivered in as little as 2 visits. Please don't let your sleep apnea go untreated because research says it's worse on your heart than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day and can take up to 12 years off your life. We accept most medical insurance and file the claim for you. Call Lane Family Dentistry to get treated for sleep apnea.
Vilonia Family Pharmacy, located in the Eagle Country Shopping Center. The pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for over 11 years, serving Vilonia for all of its pharmaceutical needs. Vilonia Family Pharmacy offers hydro jugs, Topanga scents, and so much more. Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy. They have many different decor options, as well as many different bag choices. Vilonia Family Pharmacy also offers all of your over-the-counter medication. Vilonia Family Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles.
All right, we're back halftime of the scrimmage with Heber Springs, kind of the kickoff to the 2026 season. Again, a little bit different crew here tonight. We got Drake Cawthon on color commentary. We got Ben Duff back on camera. Weston Vaught on production on the computer for us, and a new sideline crew. We got Harlow Lovell, 11th grade Eagle, and Caden McClung, 8th grade Eagle. Appreciate them getting down in the heat. Harlow, an exciting first half for a scrimmage. You love to see the effort that these guys are putting out there when it's just for pride and just getting better.
I mean, yeah, they really locked down on their defense in that second half of the second quarter. It wasn't looking too pretty at first, but they definitely got over their mental blocks and first game jitters. Even though it is a scrimmage, it's more than just playing against their own teammates. I think they're right there at the very end, they picked up a lot of momentum. You could see the excitement on their faces after 2 long yard passes, both to Jackson Ringgold, I believe, and just both of them being caught and just getting closer, getting a higher score, and then that long kick from Luke Robinson, who I believe was our kicker last year as a freshman, really, I think brought a lot of joy to them and how they are winning going into the next half.
How did you like the call on the field goal kick? You want to go for it, try to get in, or you like the field goal kick?
I mean, it kind of looked good to me.
Yeah, it looked good.
It looked real good to me. I thought it went in, and it looked really good. I guess I just didn't have the best view on it, but it looked really good to me.
Yeah, press box up here, a lot of the guys thought it went in too, so you're not alone there. I like the call. It's a good time to try out a special teams play.
Right.
But you guys are doing great. Appreciate you hanging in there with us. All right, let's talk about the schedule. Weston, if you would throw up that graphic for us just so we can kind of go through it real quick, as we have just a few minutes here before we get to the second half. So we talked about it, August 28th on the road, non-conference against Nettleton. Then we come home for our first home game against the old 5A West rival Morrilton Devil Dogs on 9-4. And then again, we'll see 5A West Airedales on the road again. And then so three road games. That's tough in September. So we'll have a home game on September 4th, and then the next home game is on October 9th. So that is a rough stretch, but a good way to test your young team. So BB on the road on 9/25. So they got a bye week on the 18th on the road. And again, we're not. So again, I like the non-conference, and again, a little bit of the conference gets us to some familiar territory with Morrilton, Alma, BB. Even Maumelle played them last year in non-conference. That's going to be an away game at Maumelle on October 2nd. Hopefully we're cooling off at that point. And then new to for us is playing Joe T. Robinson, coming off a 14-0 season, winning the 5A last year. So that's an impressive team.
Yeah, so the Eagles were actually in the 5A Central my sophomore and junior year, and we played Joe T. Robinson both of those years, and they were always just a really good team. They actually came up from 4A, and when we played them, we were like, how the heck were they in 4A last year? Because they are a very solid program. Their coach over there.
Yeah, Todd Escola. Of course, they have a new coach now. I think Escola moved on. So, again, it's part of those 63 teams with new coaches coming in.
But, yeah, Joe T. will be a tough game. They're going to be a good team.
And then after that, Jacksonville. So at least we got Robinson home, Jacksonville home. But, man, what a tough back-to-back slate.
That's a tough 2 games to play there. Jacksonville historically has been a pretty struggling program, but they've brought in a new coach and a lot of transfer players that have made that a very scary football team for this conference.
Yeah, Coach definitely made some headlines, I think, with some of his comments during some of the media days. But I mean, I like a little chip on his shoulder. He's definitely got that program turned around, and they hadn't even really played a snap yet. I don't know if they're playing tonight too, but that's going to be a tough game for the Eagles. And then Mills on the road again on the 23rd of October. And then I believe homecoming, I think, is on the 30th. I'll have to confirm that, but that's the Parkview at home. And then November 5th against Greenbrier also at home. So a tough schedule for the Eagles. We're going to get into now the second half, an 8-minute running clock. 2 of them, in fact, here in this second half. Not sure if it's the same personnel or if we're going to mix it up a little bit here.
Looking at the huddle, it looks like we might send out a second string O-line here, maybe some other skill players. So they're going to use I imagine they'd use this running clock second half to make sure everybody gets some reps and knocks that rust off a little bit.
All right, let's call them out here. We got Caden Casey. We've got Owen Hunt, Ashton Gordon.
And it looks like they got sophomore J.P. Rhodes at QB here. So
okay,
he's gonna get some good looks here in the second half of this scrimmage game.
JP, son of Tiffany. I actually went to high school with his mom. That's a weird full circle small world moment. But love to see him out there getting some snaps.
Yep, and not the first time he's been a QB.
I think
in junior high he did play quarterback. So getting back into that role, I'm sure he's excited to get a little bit of action there.
Yeah, under the Tuesday night lights.
Oh yes. And Braxton Zappa comes out. Looks like he'll be at receiver here on the outside.
So you got Parker Hickman. Parker Hickman back there with Rhodes. Hands it off.
29 again
and around he went, but he got down and got a first down on that second and short.
First down.
I'm trying to get some shout-outs on this O-line here. I see Levi Miller down there. Looks like he might be playing a interior position. Number 53, Ashton Gordon, gets some action here. Number 61, Caden Casey. That's another sophomore.
Owen Hunt.
Yeah, a lot of these guys I remember from last year doing PA for junior high. A good-looking squad. A lot of success that 9th grade year. Mason Gunter and gets down to the 45. They're going to call him down at the 47.
A solid run there from Mason Gunter, number 2. Usually a tough number to pick up as a sophomore, but he wears it well.
Yep. I remember calling his name a lot last year.
So, solid athlete for sure.
So a fresh set of downs from the 48.
See number 22, Trip Brown out wide towards the Heber Springs sideline.
32, Dawson Chambers on the field right now. 44, Kyler Francis.
Rhodes
15's your quarterback.
hands it off.
J.P. Rhodes is the quarterback. He hands
Looks
off
like we'll see a heavy dose of the run game here from this second team that
Holloway.
Vilonia's fielded for the second half.
Kind of want to see Rhodes air one out here. I don't have a 44, though. I'm not sure who that is. Rhodes. That is 23 back there, right? Am I seeing that right? Hickman?
In the backfield?
Oh, is that 29?
Maybe, yeah.
Aiden Holloway.
Aiden Holloway.
13 on the tackle.
So good to see a lot of sophomores here getting some looks at varsity action against Heber Springs in a scrimmage.
Yeah, and just watching, looking at some of the guys played a lot of minutes in the first half, walking up down the sidelines normally is good.
For sure.
Didn't want to see anybody get any injuries.
Don't want any injuries here early, for sure.
I'll tell you, Heber Springs looks good, though, with some offensive weapons in that 4A.
Yeah, that's a very solid offense they fielded for sure. Two solid quarterbacks. Maybe a tough decision there by the coach to pick one because we saw some really good throws from both of them.
Yeah, and normally it doesn't work when you use both, a two quarterback set. But, I mean, both those guys, and they both have really similar skill sets.
For sure.
So
both moved very well. Both had really solid arms.
Hansen tonight showing the athleticism. He's had a couple of good long balls.
Third down, we'll call it 7 for the Eagles.
But I would say a very successful outing for a guy that's used to playing receiver. I thought he looked really natural back there.
Just over the outstretched arms of 81. That's
All right. Oh, gosh. We're back. Lost the audio again. We're going to have that figured out and fixed in time for the Nettleton game. I feel like I might have just figured out what was going on. But 21 seconds left in the third. Eagles still
for your Eagles.
On defense. Were we on defense? I blacked out.
Yeah, we started with the ball. But, yeah, good showing from this even third Heber Springs QB. He's shown some arm strength there with his first couple throws. Missed a couple guys downfield, but it's good to see some of these younger guys getting some reps and figuring it out.
All right, sideline crew, you guys got one more sideline report in you. We got one more 8-minute running quarter. Any thoughts on that second crew that had some success on offense? All right, we're good. I think not quite set up. My fault. All right, just about ready to kick off the fourth and final quarter of the night. Still tied up at 14. Honestly, a very evenly matched contest here between two really good teams. I will be interested to see how Heber Springs does.
For sure, they look like a really solid 4A team. That's some athletes on the offensive side, and their defense showed some bright spots too. So,
yeah, Sugg a sophomore, Tubbs is a senior. So that Sugg, 6'1" sophomore, he's just going to keep getting better and better.
Big hit,
huge hit. The Eagles trying to see who that was.
Number 44.
44 is not on my roster.
Yeah.
Two big hits by number 44, and we will find out who that is by the time.
Yeah, he's seen some action all night tonight. So a big hit from him there on the
Benjamin. You know who that is?
On the sideline.
44 is Kyler Francis. Oh, all right. So he went from 34 to 44. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that looks like Kyler. Yeah, a couple. Yeah, big lick there.
Kyler, got him at 183 pounds, but yeah, he is a football player on both sides of the ball.
He's been balling out since he was young.
Yeah, laying the wood.
That's a good
love
ball
to
player.
see that on defense. Maybe earning himself some more minutes on defense with some licks like that. Eagles will get the ball back with about 6.5 left on the clock.
Eagle fans, don't forget, 8:28, we'll travel up to Northeast Arkansas to Nettleton. You make sure you follow your Eagles up there.
Hoping I've got to find out, not for sure yet, but I'm trying. Wesley McKissick is in that area, and I'm going to try and get him to come visit with us while we're at Nettleton, and add some special color commentary with Drake and myself.
Yeah, that was a solid quarterback. I played with him for a year. He was a senior and I was a sophomore, and he was a good leader. Solid ball player. So it'd be cool to get him in the booth and get his thoughts on some of this.
Yeah, coming off the Austin Myers year, that's some big shoes to fill
for sure.
Rhodes.
Yeah, they had that whole squad of they called them Blonde Bombers. There's 3 of them. They had Austin Myers, Wesley McKissick, and then Carter Massey.
Yeah.
So all those guys had a year or two, and
yeah, we called him the Blonde Bomber in basketball too. he hit 6 threes against Jacksonville on senior night. It was a special performance.
Couple of solid basketball players in that group for sure.
Yeah,
I know Austin Myers was a solid basketball player too.
Yeah, he could pick whichever sport he wanted to go on and play at the next level.
I got to see a lot of him at UCA last year because I'm a student at UCA and got to see him at every home game, and he dealt with some injuries unfortunately, but he stayed a solid ball player.
Yep, QB1 for UCA at one point, a couple times actually.
On the stop, 79 checks in for Eagles. That's Lane Langley.
Clock continues to run. Eagles with a chance here to get a late score, and maybe, at least as the scoreboard would say, that we get a win here. Rhodes in the backfield.
With a pistol look here with
Holloway
in the backfield.
Pass is complete
Pass
to Mason Gunner.
Yep, and that's been a connection for them growing up for a while. Rhodes to Gunner, they've grown up playing together, and they take it onto the varsity field for the first time here. So
gets it down to the 22-yard line. Still plenty of time on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 22. That was a quick dart out to Gunter.
64, Xander Bernard.
Yep. Similar look here for the Eagle offense with Rhodes in the backfield and Holloway behind him.
This time he hands it off to Holloway. goes straight up the gut and gets close to another first down.
15 down to about
Solid run there from Holloway. It's good to see some of these younger guys being able to carry the rock and the O-line being able to open it up for him in front.
Slater Wilkins checks in on that line, just keeping fresh bodies in there, trying to keep this running attack going. Francis comes off.
Yep, Kyler Francis comes off. This looks like a run set. I got 6 O-linemen in there. They're going to hand it to Holloway.
Holloway up the middle, gets the first.
Inside the 10.
And it will be first and goal with 3 left on the clock. So an opportunity here for the Eagles to take the lead late in this ball game.
And Francis will check back in here. Ball on about the 8.
I haven't seen Francis carrying the ball on offense. I guess he's been doing mostly blocking on that, like on the back side of that line.
Yeah, a lot of lead blocking for him. They might send him out for a pass.
Yeah, throw him out in a wheel route.
That'd be a tough guy to bring down.
Holloway up the gut and gets
touchdown
into the end zone. Touchdown, Vilonia. Just under 3 minutes left in this game. Vilonia gets it across the end zone and a 20-14 lead against Heber Springs in this first action of the 26th season.
Really good look for those young guys there on that drive. They ran the ball well, and you saw a couple solid throws from J.P. Rhodes. So a good look there for our offense. They were able to punch it in. And extra point here to extend the lead to 7.
Yeah, and real good success. Just right up the middle.
Right up the middle, yep.
Just smash mouth football from that young O-line. You got Trip Brown back for the PAT. Southpaw.
Oh, he misses it just right.
It's still 20-14. Clock continues to run. Heber Springs coming out. See if they're going to try to play this clock and see if they can get down and tie it back up. Or if they could get into the end zone, they could score and take the lead with an extra point or a 2-point conversion. Not sure they have enough time for all that.
Yeah, I'm sure these Heber Springs coaches like to see this group out here with not a lot of time left, see how they handle the pressure.
Sideline crew, anything to add on that touchdown run? You guys set up for that? No. That's a negative. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. It's hot. They've done really good. And I, for one, am ready for a cold shower. And maybe some dinner. I just realized I hadn't eaten anything.
Yeah, I circled that Alma game early. We're going to have to leave early and get some Brahms on the way.
Yeah, we got to find. I'm going to be in Chicago that weekend. We got to find a fill-in. Though, I might just let you take the reins. You and Benjamin. We'll figure it out. Yeah. We'll be there. EagleVision will be in the house, and that's such a good. The last time they were there was that overtime game. I mean, it's an easy, fun narrative in non-conference, no pressure. You want to win that game, and the last time you were there, it was a really exciting game.
Oh, yeah, and that's a very fun venue to play at as well. Some of my favorite fields, are the ones that don't have tracks.
Yeah.
And Alma's one of those. You feel like the fans are right on you.
And the band down in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Just bringing it. It was such a good environment.
Really fun atmosphere out there in Alma, and I'm excited to go back.
Yeah, I really hate to miss that one.
There are some very good people in Cleveland County that spent a lot of years here in Vilonia, and we're grateful for them. Hope that you have a safe trip back home. Wish you a successful season. Eagle fans, don't forget, we'll be on the road 8-28 to
All right, clock continues to run.
9-4 against the visiting Morton Devidogs. 8 for the visiting Panthers. Foes.
Panthers has Landon Peterson back there, a junior.
Seen some solid throws out of him. A couple just outside of receiver's reach, but we've seen him be able to move around pretty well and slinging around a little bit. So even a solid third option for Heber Springs at QB.
All right, Panthers are set back up. Landon Peterson back there with Oliver Berry. He fires it.
Pass incomplete.
broken up by David. Is it Javid Hollingsworth?
Javid.
Javid, yeah. Probably get one more play in here for our benefit game against the Heber Springs Panthers. Good contest.
And Kyler Francis shows some heat there, trying to break in there. Big throw here, and that's going to fall to the turf.
Pass is short, intended for Slayton Ashley, and that will do it here tonight from the benefit game. Eagles with the win, 20-14. It's tied for a lot of that ball game coming out of the first half, but Eagles able to score in the second and come away with a win.
Yeah, very good late drive there by the Eagles to take that win, and excited to go to Jonesboro and take on Nettleton next week.
All right, great job, sideline crew, Harlow Lovell and Caden McClung. Great job down there. Great job with our camera, Ben Duff and Weston Vaught. And Drake, enjoyed it. Great job tonight. Again, we're all figuring each other out, and it's just going to keep getting better and better. Make sure you come back and join us on August 28th, as the Eagles will travel to Jonesboro, Nettleton Raiders. It will be an exciting ball game in non-conference action to kick off to the 26th season officially on August 28th. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us here from Philip D. Weaver Stadium. Good night, everyone.